What is up, my beautiful people? I'm excited to be here for my very first actually recorded version of Coffee and Vulvas. I've got my vulva cup, my beautiful vulva with the clitoris, with the vaginal opening, the labia lips, and a circle around it. But it turns actually white when it gets hot or when there's hot liquid in there. Otherwise, it's actually like black, so it's kind of cool. And you can see my background, a vagina doctor back there. I don't even know what shirt I have on today. I'm a mess today, guys. I wanted to talk about pretty much during Coffee and Vulvas, a post that I'm about to put out on my Instagram channel today about looking at your own vulva. I'm reading this book called, and I'll put the link in the show notes there, Come As You Are. It is by Emily Nagoski. Amazing book. I just got through the first chapter, which is all about your anatomy, and it's making a really amazing relation between your anatomy as a female, but also a male anatomy, and it talks a lot about the postpartum body and about things that change, and she incorporates and tells stories from clients and friends and how these conversations are about, and it's just really powerful. I think it's really important, though, when that post comes out on Instagram, I'm actually feeling a little bit vulnerable about it because I have a hand mirror and my legs spread, no clothes on. Of course, I've blocked and censored that part of me, but it's a post about why it's important for us not to shame ourselves for feeling the way that we feel. And I don't know about you guys, but I have been vulva shamed before. I've had people tell me that they don't like the way that my vulva looks, like as far as like old partners and things like that. My current husband now doesn't feel comfortable looking at my vulva, like seeing my vulva and telling me what he thinks and how he feels about it. And so we're working through that because I think it's important to understand the difference in culture and society, and that society is telling us that we're not supposed to have labia lips that are dark. They're not supposed to be different color on both of them. So you have your labia majora, which is the thick, like mushy layer of the lips, and then you have another pair of lips on the inside. And we're told that they're not supposed to be different colors. And we're told that those lips are not supposed to extend from the thick ones. And we're told all of these different crazy things. And it's really frustrating for those of us that are in the healthcare field, but also for me as a woman, because I've grown up in a realm where I was told I had to shave. I wasn't allowed to have pubic hair, that it was disgusting, that discharge was gross, that my vulva and my vagina, all of that stuff, like it smelled bad. And like, it's all of these things. And I always recall a good friend of mine when I was in high school, and she was telling me that a boyfriend broke up with her because he told her vagina stank. This is an issue, guys. Like, we need to be talking about these things. Like, vulva shaming is a thing. We need to understand our own anatomy. We need to care about understanding our own anatomy. And we really need to take a peek. And so if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do so at postpartum_physio, because that post is going to come out. I'm also on Facebook, Dr. Kaylee PT, DPT, Fem Empowerment and Advocacy. And it's going to be really important for you to follow on, because we are technically tying this into a series that I'm doing about how to have better orgasms, because that's something that my following is interested in. But it's so freaking important for me to help you understand. My mission is to eliminate shame and guilt around pelvic floor dysfunction. And that starts with understanding you have no reason to feel ashamed. Unless you have pain and unless you have symptoms, you have a beautiful vulva, you have beautiful pelvic floor anatomy, you have beautiful genitals. And we need to learn to actually love ourselves in that realm, because that can be the first step into loving our bodies and into deeply loving ourselves to have better orgasms. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a conversation. You know, I am a big fan of doing these like Coffee and Vulvas. I initially was just doing them typed form on Instagram, but I do so much better on video. And I am 100% diving into the YouTube world, which I'm pumped about. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe below. Make sure that you tell your friends and we have this conversation, because I really want to get the movement started. I am tired, and I am so tired of people talking shit about their own vulvas, or I'm tired of us doing all the things that society tells us we have to. We have to steam to have a beautiful vagina. We have to shave to have one. We have to wax. We have to do this. Why do we have to do anything to the anatomy that we were given? Why don't we have to love ourselves and learn about our bodies? So I'm super excited to bring you all the content that I will, and I look forward to seeing you next time.